As I mentioned before, we have just a knockout show tonight. Julia Child will be out here in a minute. See, this is what I was supposed to do. I got so nervous. I was supposed to, this was my lame excuse for going over there to give Sophia a sponge. So we'll messenger that over there to her. Julia Child, of course, she is this country's favorite chef. She is a charming woman. She has a brand new television series coming up on PBS entitled Dinner at Julia's House, which premieres October 14th. It's a pleasure now to welcome Julia Child. This is really fun for me because you're someone I've watched for many years and have admired your work, and I think you're in addition to being a talented cook, you're just a keen, genuine personality.
Why didn't we hear any audio when you went in to see Sophia?
Well, you know, it was the microphone. I have one here and I had one there, and I get confused. It's like walking and chewing gum.
No, that was fun anyway.
Yeah, but I forgot to give her the sponge. I'll give you a sponge.
They're good too, aren't they? I haven't got a pocket.
Well, hang on to that. You I know you're taller than I thought you were going to be, and I don't want to be rude about this, but is it okay to ask you how tall you are?
I'm 6'2" without anything, and then my heel's about an inch. But I'm the shortest in my family. We come from California, and I guess that's good food and everything else, and sunshine, and orange juice, and.
Did you play sports when you were a young girl in high school?
I did for a while. When I was in grade school, I was jumping center, and nobody could beat me.
No.
When I got to college, they changed the rules, and my function was over. So.
Yeah, girls' basketball used to be much. It was actually very primitive until recently, wasn't it?
They didn't have anyone that was big enough.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was really all I did was do the jumping center.
Now, when somebody picks up one of your cookbooks, are you responsible for new recipes? Is part of your job as a chef to always be thinking of different ways to cook different things?
It is the first book that we had, Mastering the Art of French Cooking, #1 was classical cooking.
Right.
It was all supposed to be done in a classical way. And at that time, that was before the Nouvelle Cuisine came in, and it wasn't done to change how things were done.
Yeah.
No. But now, I think with the Nouvelle Cuisine, one is much freer.
Anything goes, doesn't it?
Anything goes, but I think the better background one has, the better a cook. Because if you don't know much of anything, it's kind of that kind of sloppy type of painting where you throw the paint at something and hope something will come out.
But do you spend a certain part of your day thinking, today I'm going to think of a new way to fix ham. Today I'm going to think of a new way to, you know what I'm saying?
Well, sometimes, because I have a monthly article in Parade magazine, and I have to think of what'll be an interesting way, sometimes a new way of doing something. But I'm awfully interested in young people going into food as a profession, because you can always get a job. I mean, a trained cook can always get a job, and the salary start at about $20,000 a year. But you have to like hard work.
Yeah. Now, when you're testing a new idea, or what is the kind of success rate? Does it come out perfect the first time, or do you just get one and then play with it?
I'm awfully lucky if it does. Well, for instance, I was doing a new recipe for fresh strawberry souffle that kept collapsing all the time, and I kept working on it. Then I used it in a usual dish like this. Then it would rise up so high it would stick to the top of the oven. And finally, after 29 tries, and then we finally worked out a larger souffle dish. It's turned out very well. But it really took 29 ways to do it. And even most of the French chefs I talked about would say, no, I wouldn't bother with a
Is a souffle one of the most difficult things to get to?
No, it's automatic. But if sometimes things don't work, like for our new edition of Mastering, for some reason the chocolate souffle that we had in it began not to work anymore, because I think ingredients changed. So I had to work about 8 or 10 chocolate souffles, which my husband happily ate.
Oh, so now I was going to ask you about that.
That really works.
With the strawberry souffle, what do you do with the mistakes? Your husband just eats them?
Well, we eat them. He eats most of them.
Does he know their mistakes when he's eating them?
Yes, he doesn't care. And
eat virtually anything, will he?
The two that stuck to the oven, you know, the oven racks. rose right up through the oven rack and stuck to the top, and he took a very nice Polaroid picture of it, which I have.
Well, you folks were lucky to get out alive. You know that.
I guess we were.
Now, quickly, maybe it's impossible to say quickly, but what is the trick to getting a souffle to come up and stay up?
Well, it's to beat the egg whites properly so that they're really up in stiff, shiny peaks, and then to fold them in properly so that they don't collapse as they go in. I mean, otherwise it's absolutely automatic. But in the strawberry souffle, I had the fresh one, I had a puree, and it was just too liquid. It would go up like that, but there wasn't enough body to hold it up.
Yeah.
So I won't even go into what we did the 29 times, but I finally worked it out so that it worked and still tasted fresh and not like strawberry jam.
Yeah. Do they collapse automatically when you serve them, or is that part of the trick?
The difference between a souffle and a cake are really very much the same thing, but a cake has more flour in it so that the flour really hardens and the bubbles are baked into it so it stays up. But with a souffle, the bubbles aren't hardened, but they just have enough body so that they'll hold up until you get it to the table and cut it and serve it, and then boom, it begins going down a little bit.
Now, at the last minute, you were kind enough to agree to cook something for us tonight, and I certainly appreciate that. And we don't have a big deal here. We don't have
cook it if you'll eat it.
I'll be happy to eat it.
Okay.
If your husband is still with us, isn't he?
Yes.
All right, then I'll be happy to eat it. We'll be back with Julia Child. It's entertaining, though. Julia Child and I are here. Boy, this is a dream come true for me. I always envisioned myself involved in cooking something with you on television, and we're going to get to do it. Now, we have...
should do it together.
Yeah, all right. We have... it's primitive, but it'll work, won't it?
Sure.
All right, what are you going to make for us,
What we're going to do is a French toasted ham and cheese sandwich called a croque monsieur, which is very good. It's very easy to do.
Okay.
If you'll sort of open that up, I'm going to butter the bread.
All of your better ham is sealed in plastic, isn't it, Julia?
Yep, absolutely.
I think that's the mark of any good pork product if it's sealed
I'm
in...
making a little mustard butter here.
All right, and that's
don't have to be fancy.
That's just like the name says, right? Mustard butter.
Mustard and butter. And
Kids used to call me that in high school. And
it's not hot dog mustard. It's that kind of Dijon.
Okay. How much of this ham would you like? We have enough here to make a wallet, by the way. If you...
I think just one slice.
All right, one slice.
One slice.
Okay.
Cheese. I like mozzarella cheese.
All right. I love cheese pretty much any way it comes. There you go.
Fine. Now we just want to
Look at that. Now they're the same size. Is it? Look at that.
Yeah.
Is that some sort of uniform packaging regulation?
I guess so.
The ham and cheese will be the same thing.
Put that on, and then have a big piece of cheese there. I'll make a double thing there, and a piece of...
Now, would you yourself eat this kind of thing as a snack late at night?
Oh, it's delicious.
Okay.
They've got mustard butter on there.
Now, you trimmed off the crusts of that bread, right?
I trimmed the crusts off, and then I'm going to trim this off, and that you can eat separately while you're cooking the sandwich. And that's what we do on the television. We always throw it on the floor because nobody can see it.
Oh, that's great. I like that.
Now, this is a very important thing, David. Take your hand and lean on it.
Lean on it?
And the reason, really lean on it quite hard. That's right. That's enough, I think. And the reason for that is, and that's really a very important trick because that keeps the sandwich together while you're cooking it. And so all we have to do now...
So it's very important to lean on your ham, boys and girls. Always, regardless of what Mom and Dad said, lean on your ham.
Well, that's all right.
I'm sorry, I was actually fearful of leaning on it too hard.
Because what you want is to keep together.
Okay.
Now you can tell me sweet nothings while it's cooking.
All right.
Because all you need to cook it until the cheese begins to ooze out and it's sort of lightly brown, and it's just delicious.
Is there any kind of food that you yourself wouldn't eat?
Oh, I hate fried food that's cooked in stinky fat. Some people like that. So we did a show on French fries, and we had fresh peanut oil every time, and some of the chaps on the crew said, well, I don't like it. I'm used to greasy spoon fat.
Oh, sure. Well, some foods...
Would you rather have wine or beer with this?
Well, beer, I think, is... well, whatever you want. Beer or wine. What do you want, guys? Beer or wine? Beer. Well, look at this lovely gift decanter Julia brought the beer in. It's certainly festive, isn't it? Boy, that smells great.
Now, it doesn't, and that couldn't be easier, and it really...
No, that was...
It's much better cooked in butter than sauté, and then grilled, really.
Now,
and the pressing, leaning, you did a beautiful
Thank you very much.
job.
Well, you have other things, tomatoes and stuff, but...
Well, I can garnish, and you might give us a plate.
Oh, sure, a plate. You asked me that earlier, I'm sorry. Now, you're not going to be doing any cooking on your new television show, is that correct?
Oh, yes.
You are going to cook.
Well, it's a very lively show, because it's a dinner party sequence, and we go out and gather things like not ham.
You go out and gather ham, do you?
We go through a big chicken processing plant, which is fascinating.
Ooh, but talk about stinky, isn't that...
Well, we didn't go through the stinky part, which is taking off the feathers, but it's very interesting to see them all hanging by their feet like this and just going around and around this building. They'll cut off a leg and cut off a wing and package it up.
You also went salmon fishing once, didn't you?
Salmon fishing, we went shrimp fishing and so forth.
It sounds like a fascinating deal.
Oozing out?
Yep, it's oozing a little bit.
I'll let it ooze just a little bit more and
Okay.
then eat it.
I think that one sandwich will be enough for all of us, don't you?
I'm sure it will.
All right. Now, this can be done if somebody just was like shut-ins or anybody didn't have a stove. We just get a hot plate.
Yep, just get a hot plate. Cut it apart nicely.
Oh, gee, excuse me, Julia. All right.
Decorate it with 2 or 3 cherry tomatoes. It's a lovely dull knife you gave me, David.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was the end.
Right.
I think that came from the executive dining room, and they like to keep the knives dull up there. Suicide.
It doesn't really need decoration, but we'll put it
Like to see a menu while you have your beer? All right, there you are. Okay, how close are we? Boy, that's beautiful.
That's it.
That's very nicely. And can we give this a...
Now, did the cheese ooze enough?
The cheese is oozing a little bit. Now, you want me to eat this, or you want it?
You're right. Yes, I'd like to see you eat it.
Okay, I'll do it. I do have to...
Eat it with your fingers if you
I'm
want.
going to eat it here with my fingers, but I do have one little thing to do.
What was that?
I have an artificial tooth there, and the cheese will just pull it out anyway, so I pull it out.
How does it taste? Is that pretty good?
Well,
That's very good.
you know what that is? Is that unsalted butter? Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's it. I don't like the way that stuff tastes.
Oh, not salt in it.
Well, no, it's not that I'm just accustomed to the other kind. But the sandwich itself is great. But what I got there was a little
mustard.
Yeah, I love mustard. Now, you're not offended by that, are you?
No.
I mean, the sandwich is great. It's just
It's the idea, as we say in our television show, you get the idea of doing it and then
that's right.
put on your own frills.
But this stuff is better for you than salted butter, right?
I don't think it makes much difference.
Oh, really?
The thing is how it tastes to you.
Well, the sandwich is great. I mean, I
think the sautéing of it is very nice.
It's very nice. Julia, it's a thrill for me to have you on the show. You're an absolute delight. Good luck with the new series. What did that, folks?
It's 1 year to my
Well,
pension.
I know. Well, just clean up and get out, if you will. Okay. I'm sorry it had to happen. Well, joke, actually. We're certainly not. But, it's kind of a joke. We're not really going to let Henry go. Letter number 4. Dear Dave, you know how before a commercial break the technicians bring the audio down on your microphones and up on Paul's band? Well, invariably this happens and you lean over and say something to your guest. Could you please let us in on what we're missing? For instance, tonight Julia Child was on. What did you lean over and say to her? Happy Columbus Day, Dave. Holly Barter, Alexandria, Virginia. Holly, we do turn up the volume on the band before going to commercial so we can all enjoy the fine music here in the studio, but I don't remember exactly what I did say to Julia Child the night she was on. Let's take a look at that videotape. Hal, if you could roll it, and we'll try to determine what we did discuss. We'll be back with Julia Child. Julia dance. That's interesting. You'll boo the old guy, but you won't boo the fat guy in drag. I don't All right, letter number 5. And by the way, we're not really going to... Excuse me. We're not really going to fire Henry, are we?
No, we're not.
It's just a joke, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, it's just...
All right, did you notice that we started out with the drab of the black and the gold and the gray, and then it kind of gets very colorful into 80s primaries?
No, I didn't.
That look like Conrad's.
But then I'm bad with colors, so I didn't.
You didn't notice that.
That was lost on me. I'm sorry.
But there was a certain amount of originality. Is
Originality. But you know, I guess the thing that I missed most out of the whole deal was it just didn't seem to be an element of real surprise. There just didn't seem to be any surprise to the whole deal.
You want some surprise out of us, David?
that'd be all right.
Okay. Teller, show him some surprise, would you please? Oh! I'd like to point out that these, come on now, these animals are not being hurt in any way.
That's fine.
Now, we cleared this.
That's fine.
We cleared this with the SPCA, David.
Dad, now the bunny is eating them. No, that's it. That's it.
These are not being hurt. These insects are not being hurt in any way. We've cleared them
my.
from the SPCA.
Oh, my.
We just wanted to give you a little surprise. These here, they'll hiss at you.
Yeah.
They'll hiss at you, these here.
Don't you boys own any raid at your place? Oh, God. Okay, gosh, it was nice to have you gentlemen
Great
back
to
with
be
us.
out here.
Thank you very much. Penn.
Thanks so much, Penn.
And Teller. Thank you, folks. Very nice. We'll be right back. Thank you, Paul. I want to remind you, Saturday, October 26th at 11:30, we will have our own television special on this network. It's David Letterman's Tri-State Area. Paul, myself, and John Cougar Mellencamp. And many, many surprises, which, of course, means we really haven't given it too much thought. Now, I don't know too much about the size of my next guest's neck. Is that right? I don't know. But I do know that she is one of the most popular and talented chefs in the world. She currently has a brand new series of video home cassettes called The Way to Cook. Please say hello to Julia Child. How are you? Great to see you. We're gonna do something here. Okay? All righty. Thank you very much for being back here. We haven't seen you in about a year.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, and you're continuing with your success.
Yeah, well, these are awfully good. They're, you know, it's as though you had a friend sitting right next to you showing you how to cook.
Now, somebody brought up an interesting point this afternoon.
What?
I think this is a wonderful idea, but do people have the equipment in their kitchen to do this?
Well, they should. I mean, we always have our television in our kitchen.
But a
you
tape
do
player?
all the time. Yeah.
You think so?
If you don't, you can have your little television machine and attach it by wires.
Run along cord into it. Okay, well, no, it is. It's exactly like having
But you
a friend
don't
in the
need it right in the kitchen.
What? George, nice to see you.
I'll have 2 eggs, 2 fried eggs.
Fine. I'd be very happy to give it to you.
I've laid a lot of eggs, but
What brings you in?
my book.
You have a book here.
I'll tell you, I was next door. I was next door.
You were
and
next door?
Gave them a book, and I thought I'd stop off and see you.
All right. So you're delivering them door to door now?
That's what I'm doing.
Dear George, advice and answers from America's leading expert on everything from A to B, George Burns.
That's me.
All right. Anything in here we ought to know about this?
Well, I got a little place here for you. Right there. Where is
Well,
it?
you've clipped off some things
No,
for us.
right here, right here. Right there. You can read that. Read the answer to it.
It's a letter. Dear George, my wife seems to prefer the same old position, whereas I like variety in bed. What's your feeling about this? Open-minded. Dear Open, if you like variety, read variety. If you don't like variety, read the Hollywood Reporter. And you can read them sitting up or lying down. So it's just chock full with useful information like that. You want to hang around while we cook something, or do you have to?
Well, no, I just...
Got to go drop off some books at Donahue.
How long does it take you to cook things?
About 20 minutes. I think 20 seconds.
Will I last 20 seconds at my age?
I hope so. You've done
Let me
it
watch you
well.
cook. I used to cook. I boiling water and ketchup, make some soup.
Boiling water and ketchup makes
And
soup?
soup and black pepper.
All right. Now, what are we going to make here?
We're going to make some omelets.
Okay,
You're
so
a cook,
I can crack the eggs, and we'll get this started, and we'll be right back, and then we're going to make an omelet. Plain omelet or what?
I'm going to teach you to make.
We're going to do a commercial right now.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll leave.
Good luck with it. Okay.
Thank you very much. Goodbye, George. Thank you. All right.
Baby, then I'll make one fast and then we'll both
All
make
right.
one.
We're gonna make some omelets, but we got to do a commercial first. Then we'll be right back with Julia Child. Magic night, isn't it?
A magic night.
We're gonna make omelets.
Yeah.
And by the way, this woman smells terrific. You smell great.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, sure, it's good. I mean, considering what it could be, you know. But you smell great.
I don't smell like an egg.
No. I meant that as a
Sorry.
compliment. It's a
Okay.
very enchanting fragrance, whatever
Well,
you're
that's
wearing.
good. Yeah. Well,
All right.
thank you.
Okay, we're gonna make some
we're making
omelets.
omelets.
Yeah.
We'll crack 2 eggs. We'll just crack them in there.
Wait a minute, I don't have one of those deals. Just
you
right here?
got 'em- you got 'em
Oh, right over
right
there. I'm
over
sorry.
there.
Okay, crack them in here. Paul? There you go, Paul. I'm sorry, Bill, did you get your egg? Okay. How about you, man? Care for an egg? There you go.
Tiny bit of water there.
A little bit of water.
A little bit of water. A little bit.
I'm sorry, Paul, did you get yours? Oh, all right.
You know that you can. Have you ever put a whole egg in your mouth and just chew it down?
A whole raw egg?
Yeah.
No.
We'll do it.
Well, you
Put it
do
all
it.
in.
A whole raw egg?
Yeah. Don't
Like
even
this?
crack it. You just put it all in shell and all.
You've
You can do it. Yeah.
seen this done in this country?
Yeah. Right, let's make omelet. Stir it up.
Stir it up. How about this? You ever seen this, Julia? Parsley.
That was wonderful. Now we want to stick your omelet pan out.
All right.
By the way, these are omelet
A little
pans.
butter, just a little butter.
A little butter.
Not too much butter, all right?
You want to wait a minute. These omelet pans came from Good Morning America.
These are Good Morning America
These are
omelet
Good
pans?
Morning America omelet pans. Isn't that nice?
Oh, my God. Julia, don't look now. God.
What do you see?
There's a giant cockroach that's left over from last
Oh, it
night.
is,
Yeah,
isn't
watch
it?
yourself. No, don't. Ooh.
Do we have a picture of that?
We had magicians on here.
It really is one. We don't want cockroach omelets, do we?
We didn't. This was left over from last night. Penn and Teller were here.
Oh,
They had
I see.
This is, oh, my butter's burning. Okay. All right.
Is that a real one or is it?
No, that's a real one. What, do you think that runs on batteries? No, that's a real one.
We gotta wait till this gets really, till the bubbles begin.
And we're doing
to
all
go
of this.
down.
This is gourmet cook. Is this gourmet
This is really
cooking?
gourmet cooking.
On hot plates, which you can do.
I'm sure you can. Sure.
All right.
What did we make the last time? Something like
We made a
ham
sandwich.
and cheese
A sandwich, yeah.
yeah.
A ham and cheese.
This is good.
It was delightful.
That's really nice and bubbly. Just pour it in and we let it sit for a little while. And this is what we call a no hands
It
omelet.
sits up. It sits up, doesn't it?
It's got to sort of set on the bottom a little bit. And then what we do, we're going to shake it back like that.
All right.
It has to sit and sort of swish it around a little bit to get it going.
All right.
These hot plates aren't as hot as they could be. It'd be easier
Should be a little
on-
hotter? Well, can you,
Well, you
they're on
can't,
high
no,
already.
but
yeah.
that's the way
Well, what
it
do you
is.
expect from Good Morning America?
Well, these are your hot plates.
Oh, our
not
hot
mine.
plates, your
Theirs
pans.
work. Yeah. All right. Now that's set up pretty well. You just start.
You start
shaking.
flopping it, okay.
No, you don't. But you pull it
No, I
towards
know.
you.
I know.
Yeah. No, you no. Take it. It's a jerk towards you like that.
Like that?
Yeah, that's setting up. Then you got your rubber spatula. Put
I
it
see.
down to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're here, David. It's a pull towards you like that.
Well, what was I
Should
doing?
we start that? You were doing that.
Oh.
See that? Muscles it up. Now wait a minute here. Now here. See that? Then do it that
Do it
little
like
bit
that? All right.
way.
Well, mine's...
Well, we can make another one. See, turning it over
Good
that
Lord,
way.
now that's pretty impressive.
See, but it's not
That's unbelievable.
That's nice. Well, now you make one. Let's wash that off.
Well, I don't know if we have time to...
We don't have time.
No,
But
yeah.
remember, when you're home, that it's a pull like that.
Pull like that, yeah. Then you flip
Take
right
a
over.
taste and see if
All
you
right,
like
we'll
it.
do that. We'll do a commercial here, then we'll be right
Okay.
back. Thank you, Julia. All right, thank you very much, Julia. Very nice job.
enjoyed
And
it.
the omelet is light and tasty.
Good.
And quick to
Now
fix.
go home and make one for breakfast.
I'll do that. You just got back from Italy.
Just did.
Have a
We
nice
did-
time?
Very nice time.
Did
We
you eat yourself silly?
We did some Good Morning America things. They were fun.
Stop saying that. My apologies to comedian J.J. Wall. We ran out of time, and we'll have him back as soon as possible, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Also, my thanks to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Monday night, kids, don't worry, it's a repeat. That's because we'll be hard at work for our 90-minute special that takes place October 26th at 11:30. We'll see you then. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Thank you, Julia. Thank you very much, and welcome back to the show. We have more fun here than on any other television show in America, don't you think? Of course, then again, you folks aren't exactly under oath, are you? You know, aside from being America's favorite chef, my first guest tonight is also a very charming woman and my favorite dancing partner. This is her latest home video series, The Way to Cook. Look at this. It contains everything. First courses and desserts. Meat, right there. This one is nothing but meat, all about meat. This answers all your meat questions right here. This happens to be my favorite entry in the line of cassettes. The meat cassette, right there. And moving on down to poultry, soup, salads, and breads, vegetables, fish, and eggs. But, of course, mine would be meat. This to start off with the meat volume, and then I don't know what's the matter with me. What are we doing now, Kevin? Let's bring her out here. Folks, please welcome Julia Child. Julia. Watch yourself. We got all of this to drink here, Julia. Nice to see you again. How you been?
I'm good.
Did you have a good holiday season?
Yep.
We're right in the middle of it now,
Looking
aren't we?
forward to Christmas.
Yeah. What did you do for Thanksgiving?
Well, we ate turkey. We were way up in Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a Californian. I don't like it up there.
Did you-
Everyone's 5 miles away on an icy road
In Vermont.
in Vermont.
Yeah.
Well, you have
And
to be a
did you-
macho New Englander.
You didn't cook when you were up there?
No, I just ate.
Yeah. What's the...
But
what,
then I didn't like not having any cold turkey when we got back home.
Yeah, well, that's the drawback.
I know it is.
Yeah.
It's better to stay home, I think.
Yeah. So when you do cook for the holidays, what would be traditional? If you were to invite me to your home for the holidays, fat chance. But if that would...
Well, I would.
Would you? I'd
I
come,
would
too.
If you come up
absolutely,
from
I'd
near Pepperdine University
I'd
to
come up.
Santa Barbara.
I'd love to.
I'd give you a wonderful
what would we
hamburger.
have?
We'd have hamburger. But in a very special way.
Yeah. But for Thanksgiving, what would we have?
Well, don't you like turkey always? Don't you like some
I like turkey.
hamburger?
I like turkey once a year. I like turkey.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, if you came, I'd give you turkey.
Yeah. But something, I mean, a real knockout, you know, the kind of thing that I'd be talking about for months. What would we have?
We have lots of seals up there. Have you had braised seal? They're a little fishy, but it's an interesting fishy taste.
Don't
like
even
that?
joke about something like that.
Well, then we'll have to go back to hamburger, David. But a very special kind.
But we wouldn't have, like, Jell-O salad. We wouldn't have one of those.
No, we certainly would not.
We'd have a
that.
real traditional early...
We wouldn't have bean sprouts or any of that stir-fried,
All right.
and we wouldn't have anything nutritional, you know.
That's
I don't
all right.
like that kind of food.
Well, turkeys, aren't they loaded with all kind of preservatives and they're just
No,
full of
that's
chemicals?
That's just what the chicken raisers say.
Oh, okay. So tonight we're going to cook
have
right
hamburger.
here. A hamburger.
A very fine hamburger.
Okay.
And here it is, right here, very fine meat.
Hamburger.
This is some of the best meat that came over from Good Morning America, because they all look at your show. They all look at your show and they said, David's got to have the best.
This is Good Morning America meat?
It certainly is. We're going to really fix it up like they never had
That's
it
a special
before.
category that the USDA has arrived at for television. This is GMA meat, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
All right, do you get it fat? Do you get it lean?
Well, I don't think it's any good if it's too lean, because
Yeah.
hamburger is not diet food.
No, that's
If
right.
you don't have enough fat in it, you ain't going to have any flavor and tenderness.
Fat actually
So
provides the flavor, right?
This is about what they like to say 80% lean, which means 20% fat.
All right, 20%
That's
fat.
about the least.
What's ground beef going for these days?
This was $1.29. Very good. We got 10% off because it was Good Morning,
Good Morning America.
Now we're going to fix it up. And would you like to grate it, or don't you like onion on your
No, I
hands?
love onion. And do we have 1
Fine.
minute for the whole thing? Is all we have? Oh, because we were killing all of that time at the top of the show, and now we only have a minute. I was going to be
All right,
stunned.
we'll do that in 20 seconds, David.
No, we'll just grate the onion. You want me to do
If
that?
you grate the onion, and I'll put in a little salt and pepper.
You know what? Is it better to grate the onion or chop it up? Grate the
Oh,
onion?
grate it if it's going, because we're not going to cook it.
Oh, my thumb! Oh! Oh!
Well, that'll help. That'll help the hamburger.
Yeah, let me get that in the meat there. And...
That'll be good for it. Fine.
All right, let's... Do we do a commercial now? No, I'm sorry, my clock is completely out of whack here.
You've got to
Did
be
we get enough onion in there?
serious if we want to have a good hamburger.
Has David Hartman ever eaten one of these hamburgers?
No, he never has. This is just specially for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
No, we
do
got
you
to
get along
find
well
a
with
new
David Hartman?
David. No, I just love him, and we're
Do you
going to
really?
miss him when he goes.
Oh, seriously.
Why don't you come over and do that?
Come
that
over and
show. I mean, you could leave here and then come on the
onion skin? Yeah.
at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Have you ever cooked something,
not?
Julia, that just turned out awful?
Yes, lots of times.
Yeah, and what do you do then? What happens?
Well, I'll give it to my husband.
All right, now,
Very
do what?
nice.
Put it in the pan. All right, I'm sorry.
And we got to put it in
What we're doing. Wow, this is one hamburger? Boy, look at the size of that. You can
know.
feed the National Guard with that.
To fit the pan, and it's going to be very, very good. It's a very nice. It's a late night
Little olive
snack.
oil in there?
That's a little oil.
Now, is this one of those coated pans? What's in that pan?
Yeah, it's a coated pan.
Coated with
They're
what?
wonderful. I don't know. What did they put on it?
But isn't that poisonous? Won't that give off radiation or something when you heat it up?
No, you know what they did? They burned. I mean, about 800 of those pans, and found there was nothing wrong with them
Oh,
at
that's
all.
good. Okay.
So that's fine.
Okay. So
We're
now
gonna
we
have,
just...
this is going to be very rare, I think.
Okay. Good Morning America didn't pay the electricity bill, apparently.
Well, this is their pan, anyway.
Wait, this is embarrassing. Everything comes from Good Morning America?
Well, the stove is yours.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a beauty, too, huh?
Isn't it?
Just like Grandma used to make. What is that, a Mattel? That's nice. Okay,
nice.
we'll be right here to see how this hamburger turns out. We're back with Julia Child, and we're in the middle of frying a hamburger, but what happened exactly there?
Well, no, this, if I brought mine over from Good Morning America, it would have worked. This doesn't work.
Doesn't work at all?
So we're
Is it
going to
plugged
change
in?
it to beef tartare. Just as good because it's got all the onion in it. That's going to be absolutely
beef
delicious.
tartare, but it's just ground beef. Don't you use a higher quality than...
No, you don't have to.
Don't have to.
Now,
Beef-
particularly when you have what we're going to put on it. This is going to have a little mustard on like this. You're going to love this.
I'm not going to be eating it, so...
You're not.
Well, it's raw beef, and you get
you should.
you get dysentery from eating that, won't you?
Oh, no, you don't.
Hepatitis?
Oh, no.
What do you get from eating uncooked meat?
You get healthy. Now, we have a finishing touch.
All right, no way.
It's going to be beef tartare gratiné, and you don't have any cooking equipment here. You don't have a broiler. We're going to
What is this? This is
This is the blowtorch.
Blowtorch, all right.
That's supposed to light. Where's your cigar? That'll light
Okay.
it. There. Now, do you want a gratiné?
I just turn it on the cheese there?
Yep.
So the object is to melt the cheese over the raw beef.
But this is a very nice kind of recipe, don't you think? It'll be very good.
What do you do? You cook this when the car breaks down on the highway somewhere?
Well, I mean, if you come to a place where they don't have the proper kind of cooking equipment, you bring your own stuff.
Yeah, but now this
But
isn't a
doesn't that
real.
look good?
But this is not a real recipe, is it? It's just raw beef and melted cheese.
Well, you're going to try it. I think you're going to love
But
it.
this is the kind of thing that would start riots in prisons.
Oh, no. But this is very good quality, very high quality.
All they serve us
New
is
York
melted
beef.
cheese and raw meat.
Well, what else is what else is that? Well, look, isn't that? But this
It is. No,
But
it
you know,
is.
this
It's
is
lovely.
actually a serious cooking thing.
Now, what do you call
There you
this,
are.
Julia? What do we call
This
this?
is called beef tartare au gratin. Now, where's our knife and fork?
It smells pretty good.
Well, doesn't it smell good?
Oh, I can't wait to get into that raw beef.
And it's very healthy. It's very healthy.
Have a gamma
because
globulin
it
shot
has-
here in a minute.
It's on a whole wheat pita, so that's nourishing.
And if you don't have one of these,
As well as
what?
good.
Use your hat, I guess?
Yes.
Makes no difference to you, does it? Just go ahead.
All right.
How about stuff it into an oven mitt? There's good eating. Now, are you going to have a little of this?
Well, I certainly
Are
am.
you? Let's have
Of
it a little
course,
together.
I think it's going to be delicious. You're going to eat that?
Yeah, I'll have a little. Yeah, okay, Howard, take the day off, will you?
Oh, very good.
No, we're gonna
Now, see,
get.
this is a new recipe that
I've never, you know,
we
I've
will
never,
call it beef tartare gratiné Letterman. How about that? See, that's not bad. You got onion and everything else in it. Like baby.
no, that was. Let me try a little more because we don't want to give people the wrong impression here that we're eating something we shouldn't be eating.
Well, you don't have to eat it if you don't want
No,
to.
it's just I've never eaten raw ground beef before.
But haven't you ever eaten beef tartare? It's the
No.
same thing.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's very chic to eat. You know, carpaccio.
Well, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. You're very inventive and very quick on your feet.
Well, I think next
I know
time...
the stuff's got to get back to Good Morning America.
Well, but next time, let's have something
We'll do
that'll
something
work,
right.
David.
We'll get something for you that works. Thank you very much for
Well, I
being here.
like you anyway.
Well, I like you too. Have a nice Christmas. We'll be right back. Not bad at all. Thank you so much. Friends are always trying to stump me with questions like, Dave, who is the preeminent culinary maven in America today? But of course, that's easy. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming my next guest, Julia Child. Oh, Julia. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
How are you?
Very well. You got a
lot of fun. I like having you on the show. You've been on 2 or 3 times.
I see you got a new stove finally.
Yeah, well, it was always before was a hot plate.
Does it work?
I don't know. Well, it seems to be. Let's check it out.
It does. That's good.
Where you still live in Santa Barbara?
Well, Santa Barbara and Cambridge, Mass.
Cambridge, you go back and forth?
Still leaving Malibu?
Well, more or less.
Malibu.
All right. So, what are we going to make here tonight? I have it right here. Flaming shrimp salad chinoiserie.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, what is that?
Well, I know that you like fish, but you said you didn't want seal the last time, so I thought maybe you would like shrimp.
Shrimp would be good, yes.
Fine.
I think so.
Okay, all right. So, well, this is a kind of...
Are you just cooking all the time?
No, I like to cook.
Yeah.
Now, they
Well, I know you'll...
No, they said there was
kind of guessed
number
maybe
3.
you like it. What do you need?
Go on.
Yeah, number 2. See, it's on. There you go.
Woof! What kind of a... That's a weird-looking thing, isn't it?
You weren't here for rehearsal?
No.
You don't? Oh, no, I think that'll be all right. Won't that be all right?
We just have to turn it on to number 3, which
It's
is
on.
number
It's on
3.
2 now. Let's push it up
put it on
to
3.
3.
Woo! Woo! That's something.
Yeah. Can you get us some sunblock, please?
Oh, we'll certainly need that.
Whoa!
Woo!
Yikes. Okay.
Well, let's put it on.
All right. Wait a minute. Stuff in there. There's fuzz in there. Now, is it all right to cook on this Teflon stuff, Julia?
It's wonderful stuff. Yes, there's nothing sticks on it.
But it won't poison us?
No.
Yeah. What will poison us?
Not for a while.
There's a lot of additives. There's a lot of additives in food today that people should be concerned about, aren't there?
So they say. Yes, I don't know anything.
That doesn't trouble you?
Doesn't bother me any.
Big shrimp.
No.
Have they been deveined?
Big shrimp. No, we've left all of that in there.
Well, aren't you supposed to
It's
devein
more
them?
nourishing. Well, if it really looks, they have been deveined.
Oh, they have been deveined. Yeah. But you don't need to devein them. I always thought you had to devein them.
Well, I think
am I thinking of carp?
nowadays with all the pollution, maybe it's a good idea to devein them.
That's all right. That's all right.
All right.
Nothing wrong with a little scalding hot oil.
Well, it doesn't seem to be heating up very much.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
All right.
We have to do a commercial? Oh, no, we don't have to do a commercial.
Well, what you been doing?
Oh, you know, doing the show. I got a show now.
You have a new show?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you meet Miss America?
She's the darling.
She's sweet,
I thought.
isn't she? This
and
is
smart.
Ginger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ginger's great.
We want to have this. See this? We want a little
Well, can I do something?
Chinese in it. You could peel some of that and grate it in
I
there.
don't want to peel. Let me chop something. I don't want to peel anything. Oh, garlic.
Garlic.
I can. No. Here. How many do you need?
I just need one big one.
One big one. Is that big enough?
That's great.
Okay,
No,
no,
just
no, here,
smash,
no,
smash it
no,
down.
no.
All right, you
This
do
is how
it.
you
All
do
right,
it.
fine. Great. Yay! That's better than I was going to do. And now we want it completely minced up with a little
Chopped
salt.
up a little bit.
Chop it and then mince it with the flat. Mince it up and then with the flat of the knife, sort of smash and mash it with a little salt. That'll be
Do you drink with meals?
Yes, all the
Yeah.
time. Yep.
Yeah. What would be a good wine for what we're going to have here?
I think probably a nice California Chardonnay, don't you think? That's wonderful. Now smash it with the flat of the knife.
Like that?
Yeah, sort of brush it back and forth. Good. That'll do it. We want it really mashed to a paste. Now we gotta turn the shrimp. Would you do that?
Oh, yeah.
Would you just by
Sure. No,
flipping
I'll
the
do
pan?
everything, Julia.
All right, that's great. That's
You just
great.
go out and watch TV. I'll let you know
All
when
right,
dinner's ready.
fine.
Turn them with this.
Well, just take the pan and flip it.
Flip it.
Yeah. Here.
Well, no, I'm gonna get
here.
All right.
Pull it towards you like that.
Oh, God, that's great.
See, that's coming pretty nice. No, don't. Pull it hard towards you. No, you don't. You just give it. See, watch me jerk it. See?
Can you help me with my 9-iron?
That's doing pretty
You
nicely.
can't beat sautéed shrimp, regardless of what else you do to it,
This
can
is
you?
some more chinoiserie. What does that say? Something in Chinese.
Yeah, shoe polish.
I'll put just a little bit in there, not too much.
Little more?
Fine.
Is that enough?
That's perfect. Now we wanted a little handful of those herbs.
Do you still use recipes, or do you just know how to cook everything automatically?
Well, mostly I just sort of slam it together.
Yeah. Do you, and
By the seat of your pants.
now, when you're doing that, do sometimes you just come up with something horrible?
Yeah.
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 And then what do you do with that?
Well, I feed it to my husband. Don't like the rice or anything. Now we know to have a little...
Can I put enough of this stuff in there? How much was
A
that?
little pepper in there.
All right, some pepper.
Now we're coming near... Do you think that needs just a little bit more?
Are there restaurants in this country that cook food as well as you cook it in your own home?
Well, I think one or two.
Yeah.
Like the Bernardin or one of those.
Where is that?
I don't know. It's somewhere around here on 51st Street, I think. We're going there for dinner tonight.
We are?
You didn't know you were
Very
coming.
thoughtful.
I don't... Is that... I guess that's just... You think that's cooking well enough?
Well, yeah, she's asking me. Yeah, I
I'll
think
put a
so.
little lemon juice
You don't
on.
want to
That'll make
overcook
it-
these things.
Don't
yeah?
want to overcook. Put a little lemon juice on. Because we're going to flame it. You
Oh,
know.
great. What are we using to flame it? What would be the...
Well, we're using a Chinese bourbon. We were over there. We were over there during the war, and we were in Kunming, and they had two Russians, and they made kind of a white fire juice, and they would put different colors in it, and they'd call it rum or bourbon. It all tasted exactly the same.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to put
All right,
this.
let's flame it.
If you would put this.
This is the thing.
Arrange these beautifully on the
Oh, well, I thought you
plate.
were going to dump them in there. Now, when are you going to flame this?
Well, you'll see.
All right. That one's really not done. Is it?
Not quite.
No. This looks great.
You don't want things
Paul?
overdone, do we?
No, I know, but like the shrimp, it literally takes 3 minutes, right?
Oh, well, these are pretty big. You got us some very nice big ones, I think. Hi there, Paul.
You know Kathy Lee.
Put one more on.
My director told me to walk into this shot.
That's very nice.
Can I turn this off now?
No, now we have to flame
Flame it.
Now, we have...
I
You want
love
to
this
pour
part,
a
the
little...
flaming.
I've never seen bourbon in a
Yeah, it's
plastic
in a plastic.
bottle.
Well, you
Isn't
know,
that weird?
you know it's good bourbon if it comes in plastic, Julia.
Do you want to pour a little
Well, you
bit
know,
in
you
there?
go ahead and
All
do
right.
it. It's your party. Here
Well,
we
I can
go.
put quite a bit in because we want to make sure we have some things. Now, the trick in flaming is to get it really hot.
Okay.
And...
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, whoa.
But we found out doing other television that if you want the flame to show, you have to put a lot of salt in. Of course, there is some salt
yeah, that
in.
turns out pretty well.
Yeah, that's looking very nice.
All right, we have to. You pour that on there, and then we have to taste it, and
We've got so much stuff in.
Oh, I
wanted.
know.
You want with the flaming. You want the. You're not.
okay.
You don't. Look at that.
You know, my eyebrows.
You don't want the alcohol. You just want the flavor.
Load it on there, Julia. We have
All
to.
right, here we go.
Here we go. Oh my goodness. All right, Paul, you want to?
May I
Yeah,
taste?
Paul, taste.
Okay.
Here
Now,
you are.
let me just do the tasting here.
Here we go.
I'll take one. May I have a tight shot now?
It's gonna be hot.
How is it, Paul?
Very, very good. Come on now.
Julia. Thank you very much. Nice to see you again. Always a pleasure down here. We'll be right back with Kevin Meaney. We're always very excited when our next guest joins us because we all get free dinner when she's here. She is a distinguished food writer and TV personality whose new book, I have a copy of it right here, is called The Way to Cook. And listen to this, it's a pre-publication bestseller. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program, Julia Child. Hi, Julia. Nice to see you. How you been? Good. You, of course, know the Grateful Dead. Now, how have you been?
Been well.
You know, this book looks terrific.
Well, it is.
Yeah, and what will a person learn in there? How to cook?
How to cook a dish that you can take on a blimp.
Ah, okay. And
Yep.
and everything, like a person who, like myself, who I really don't know how to cook anything, I could read that. It's simple.
You can read that and you can cook anything you want.
Great. And tonight we're gonna
Tonight
cook
we're gonna do a warm duck salad.
warm duck
You know, a
salad.
very chic thing is the duck breast, and then what are you gonna do with the legs afterwards?
Geez, I don't know.
Well, this is what we're gonna do together.
Okay, we'll find out a way
Now,
to use the.
we'll each take a leg.
All right. You know, this is the first. This is. I've never really seen a duck leg this close like this in this
Yeah,
form.
there it
They're
is.
odd looking, aren't they? They're a little.
You know.
They're a little top
Now,
heavy.
what you first want to do is you have to get the skin off it. I
Okay.
thought we could do it together. You do one and I'll do the other.
All right. Just
You
we just
don't- you
peel them
don't
back.
hit it. You don't
Is
hit
there a
it
lot
yet.
of fat in the skin?
Yeah. You just pull it off.
What'd you have for lunch?
I didn't have duck. What did I have? I can't remember.
Really
Not
can't
very
remember?
much.
What are you having for dinner?
Well, I'm going to have some Chinese dinner.
Chinese. Where do you go in town?
I can't remember the name of it.
Oh man,
But some-
you're no
Oh, I
fun so
know.
far.
Well, I don't live here
Oh, I
anyway.
see. Who do you like in the series?
Like whom?
Oakland or Athletics? Whom do you like in the series?
Oh, Oakland. 'Cause
Oakland or the
yeah.
Giants, rather?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
All
I'm
right.
glad that they just sort of pull it off.
Okay. Well, mine's done.
Good. All right.
All right. There. Look at that.
Then you want to take the flesh off the bones like that.
Oh, and now we take it right off the bone.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. Now, am I
We know a
ruining
lot of
good
people-
duck meat?
No. But you can do it no matter what happens to it.
Yeah, that's right. We're cooking it anyway, aren't we?
We'll just take a little bit off.
Okay. I'm done.
All right. Now you're going to have to pound it.
Oh, good. Pounding some duck.
Because the legs.
I used to do a lot of that in college.
What are you majoring in?
I remember homecoming weekend. I didn't. Ended up staying in the dorm pounding the duck.
Well, then.
But you understand someone had to do it.
There now.
All right.
Pound it, because that's to tenderize it.
You know, I'm sorry you had to be here for that. As much as I want, just go nuts on it?
That's fine.
Okay.
No, gotta undo it and cut it into slices, and then we're going to walk it.
Okay. Put it in the wok.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
Good.
Do people like
what?
duck? Do they eat a lot of duck?
Well, particularly when it's done this way, they like it very
I
much.
see.
It's very chic duck now.
I didn't realize that.
Yep.
Do you remember the best meal you ever ate?
No, do you?
No. I don't know. I thought maybe you would have. Do you remember the worst meal?
That's a question they always ask
I know,
you
there's
on
not a
these
good answer
programs.
for that, is there?
The best or the worst
Yeah.
or the funniest, or they probably say no. David, what's the worst thing you ever did on television?
Yeah, I know. I've heard that a lot. And you just never have a really good answer for it.
No, you never do. And that's very easy now. That's all tender.
And it's almost
If
cooked
you
now.
do want to sort of turn it around, I want to put some other stuff in it. This is kind of a...
Careful, we don't want no grease fire in here, all right?
I'll put in a tiny bit of vinegar in there. Keep on stirring it while I add all this stuff. I've got a little sesame oil, and that gives it that quinoa-gerie taste.
Oh, boy, it smells very good.
And then...
Could you substitute chicken?
You want a little... Just sure you could.
Yeah.
Well, you used to live in Malibu. You could use Malibu seal. Seal in this, but you'd have to pound it quite hard.
You're talking about using seal?
Yes, why not? Gotta do something with them, don't you?
Wait a minute. You're talking about going out, killing a seal, and cooking it up in a wok?
Sure. Well, why not? I mean, what's the difference between the seal and the duck?
Well,
I mean, the shape's a little
okay,
bit different.
anything you want, Julia.
All right. Now, you can take it out of there.
Malibu seal.
Why not?
What would you recommend on that, a 22?
I don't know seal, but you lived out there, so you know about
Yeah,
it.
well, I think it'd be bigger than a 22. Maybe a shotgun would bring him down.
Hold on to that edge, David. I'm going to pull
right.
that off there. Now we're making the See, there's all your duck
Boy,
meat.
it looks great. And what?
And
Just
now-
pennies a serving, right?
No, yes, and it is. And here we have. Under here, this is going to make the salad here. That's lovely.
Okay, salad.
Washed salad.
Right. How we doing?
And then you make the
Okay,
dressing.
we're done. We're done. Let's taste
We're
it.
done.
We're done.
Okay.
Let's try the duck. Paul,
All right.
come on over here and then taste the duck.
There we are. That's some that's already done.
All right.
You're on-
He is
have to
Paul
eat it
Schaefer,
with-
I am
Julia
the
Child.
official
I know,
taster,
you're the
yes.
official taster.
Okay.
Are you still on the Good Morning America, Julia?
Yeah, every now and then.
You know, there could be an opening at the Today Show.
Very, very good.
Will you eat a little piece?
Yeah, let me. It's Julia Child. The book is entitled The Way to Cook. We'll be back with Bob and Jerry. Thank you very much. Thank you, boys. Rather peppy number.
Thank you very much. Substitute the who.
Our next guest is known to millions as the French chef. Here at the show, we just call her Mom. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program Julia Child. Oh, Julia! You know, I always get very excited when you're on the program because I enjoy watching you put this stuff together, and it's a great deal of fun for me.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to make greasy omelets. We're going to make very good ones.
Dry, fluffy, lovely omelets.
French type omelets.
French type omelets. Can you make 240 of them?
Well, you can, because they only take. We're going to start with eggs, and we're going to make
Yeah, I
them
would have guessed
together.
eggs. Okay,
Right.
shall I help you out with the eggs?
Fine. You break. We each have a bowl.
Okay, put them right there in the
This is
bowl.
a one-handed egg like that. There, fine.
Are you still with the wine and...
I
Are you still with the wine and cheese board or whatever that is? What is it, the wine and
am.
food committee or
American
the...
Institute of Wine and Food, the AIWF.
The American Institute of Wine and
Wine and Food.
Yeah, or the Alcoholic Beverage Commission or something.
Well, I've been.
And what do you do for the... Oh, you actually founded this group, didn't you?
Well, I helped found it
Yeah.
because we felt that somebody ought to be a little more serious about the profession of wine and
absolutely.
food and
I'm- oh, yeah.
gastronomy. Exactly.
Yeah, and you have these great meals and you sit around
Yeah,
and get
wonderful.
loaded.
Well, this is a very serious organization.
I know it is, Julia. I know.
because
I
we
appreciate
want
the
to
work
have
you do. Yeah.
People to be able to get, if you can get a degree in say, the theater,
Right.
or the television, or be an architect or a doctor,
Why not food
get
and
one
wine?
in gastronomy, which is more important than any of them. That's why
Exactly.
we founded this institute.
Absolutely. Okay.
And anyone can join, even you.
Well, I'd be happy to join.
It only costs $60.
Okay, I'll pay up after we make some omelets.
All right, fine. Now, David,
Yes.
shall I make one first? Because this is a special.
Sure,
French
you
one,
show
then
me how to
do
make
it.
one, and then
You
I'll
want
make
to get
one.
a good hot pan.
I'm pretty good with eggs.
Well, you are.
That was the guy who's painting my house, by the way. Do you recognize him?
Yes, I did. I like that.
Yeah, we got some rot.
This is a very. This pan is awfully hot there. No, I got this pan's a little hotter than it should be.
Bill is back there. Wave to Bill, Julia. He's right over there. Whoa! She heaved an omelet on the floor. So much for the Wine and Food Commission.
That's what you do in the AIWF. If it doesn't work,
How come you heaved that one on the
throw it
floor?
Well,
Was
the
it no
thing,
good, or you just
David, you
getting
gotta
steamed?
pull it. This pan is awfully hot.
Yeah.
You pull it.
Here,
You see
get
it's
oven mitts in this
oven
crowd,
mitts.
please. Yeah, that's a
But
beauty.
anyway, there you are.
Very nice.
And then you do this, and it helps it turn over. This.
Okay.
Where's a plate? We got
plate.
a plate.
Oh, here, we got
I think
plates
we
right
got
here.
some plates. This is the.
Oh, man, that's a beauty.
But that isn't a greasy omelet. That's very nice.
That's like a test of a real good test of a chef, isn't it? How they make an
Paul,
omelet.
or
Here,
somebody
ooh,
have a towel.
Paul, come on over here and
The
taste this
pan is so
omelet.
hot.
Here's our friend Paul. Be careful.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Let me have a taste of it. It's very light in texture, I can tell you that. Opening.
Now be careful, it might be a little hot. How are we
Okay.
doing here?
All right.
Okay.
Very, very, very good.
Oh, great.
Could we use a blindfold?
Use it?
David, we need something to use as a...
What do you need?
This blindfold,
Sure.
because this pan is going to be hot for you to hold.
Oh,
Okay.
certainly. There you go.
Well, what happened to oven mitts? Why don't we have...
I think it's if that pan handle is very hot.
Oh, hey, man, this comes in very handy.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Now, you have all these ingredients. You have cheese and you have other things. Huh? One minute.
Did you notice this? Because this is all done by...
Yeah, I know. Here, load it up.
You
Let's
know,
go.
We're going.
Here.
Okay, all right, here
I'll
we go.
make one, and then we'll give this to the studio audience. Just load me and pour that stuff in there.
And I'll put in about that
Okay,
much.
okay.
We haven't put
Where are you
any
going to
butter
dinner
in
tonight?
yet.
Where are you having dinner this evening?
Well, I hope I'll have it with you and you'll make me some omelets.
Okay. But no, seriously, where are you going out to dinner?
Well, I'm going back to Boston.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, now I start here. Paul, a little omelet shaking
Paul,
music,
we
please.
do the real jerk
What
to
do you think I'm doing?
But jerk it hard to you. That's doing it. That's very good. Good.
Okay, yeah, we're done there. There you go. All right, here. Here. Take a little of this and pass it around. Take a little and pass it. Everybody gets... Nice to see you. Thank you very much. Brilliant child. We'll be right back with Wayne and Kenny. Pretzels? All right, great. Our next guest is perhaps one of the top chefs in the world, and it's always a pleasure to have her on our program. Please say hello to the French chef, Julia Child. Oh, Julia. Hi, how are you? Pleasure to see you. Thank you very much for joining us again. Julia Child, ladies and gentlemen. It means a great deal to me to have you come and be on the show. You've been with us many, many years now, and I appreciate it, and happy holidays.
Thank you.
I see on that Good Morning America show that Charlie Gibbons and Sue Crowder, or whoever that is.
Remember their names?
Yeah, I can't remember their names.
That's the only one I look at.
Yeah,
anyway.
do you like being there with those people?
Oh, I love it. It's like a big family. I like them very much.
Charlie's a little sleepy, though, isn't he?
He seems to be waking up by about the
that's
time we got on with him.
Now, Julia, tonight we're going to be preparing. Say it. What are we going to be preparing?
Well, we're going to prepare cinnamon toast crepes.
Crepes. Is that the
You wanna call it
pronunciation? Crepes?
or-
Will you tell me? What
in
should we call it?
France, they call it crêpe. And, how we call them crepes.
I think crepes is okay. You know.
Better than spelled with an A, I
Yeah.
think. Yes.
Yeah, but you know, it used to be when I was a kid, fondue. Everybody fondue. They had the fondue party. You melt all that cheese and you dunk bread in it, and it was not much
Then they
fun.
made beef Wellingtons all the time.
Right, and then there for a while there were people could get these crepe machines, crepe makers and stuff, and they're pretty
Yes.
much gone. And there was even a chain of crepe restaurants. Crepe.
Well, then they did them on an upside-down pan at one point.
Yeah, that's right. But now these are the authentic kind of.
Well, this is an authentic French pan,
Yeah.
and I thought you could make them.
Oh, good. Sure. Let's heat them up and go to town. We have pretzels coming, by the way, too.
I have the crepe batter all made, and I thought,
All
I
right.
got to put some butter on the
In
pan.
form, in style, they're in the burrito family, aren't they?
Yes, you could
Yeah.
call them a French burrito.
They are. No, it's true. They are.
Now we got to get the pan hot,
Okay. And you just test it by putting your finger on there?
or spit on it, or put a little water
Put a little
on
water on there, and it
it.
should
when it
sizzle
dances, when it dances,
when it
it's
bounces
ready.
around there. Yeah, okay.
I think you could put paint a little butter on it.
A little butter in the pan. Paul,
not too
I'm
much.
buttering a pan, please. Music for buttering the pan.
That's not too much. And then you want to hold it in one hand and then just pour. That's a little too much.
All right, there we go. We buttered the pan.
A little over buttered it.
Okay. We over buttered the pan? All right, I'll get it for you. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right, Paul. Change the music.
You're
We're
wiping
debuttering the pan now.
That's fine. Just throw it on the floor.
Here you go, Frank.
What you want to pour it in the middle of the pan, then try.
Pour a little batter in the middle of the pan.
Round and round.
What's in the batter here?
Put some eggs and flour and milk and stuff. Then move the pan around. Don't want too much. Sort of move it around that way. You got a little too much and just dump it down here.
I can't do anything right.
You did right. You put it all in right.
All right.
Now
Open a can of refried beans.
Now we gotta wait until it begins to bubble up.
Hey, we're having a Christmas party. You want to come tonight? It's right after the show.
Okay.
We're going skating down there on the rink. You ever done that?
Well, that has
It's fun. Yeah, come on down.
That has to brown a little bit.
All right, sure, brown it.
We have lots of them here, so if it doesn't work out,
Let me see.
we can throw them around.
Oh, good. Well, these are
But don't
like
throw them all away now.
these are like pancakes. Take a couple. Take a couple. All right.
Anton!
Is that browning or not on the bottom?
Are they brown now?
I gotta turn it over.
All right, turn that crap over. Oh, look at that. That's pretty, isn't it?
That looks very good.
Now, what is crepe Suzette that you see on menus
That's
occasionally?
ones with flaming with a lot of orange
Yeah, we're gonna do
liquor
that?
and stuff. We're not going to. This is a sober crepe.
Okay, all right, load it up. We got about a what here?
Put it back on the.
Put it back on there? Okay, just.
So we're going to fill it. That's great. Okay, fine. Perfect.
Can we turn this thing off?
That can be turned off.
Yeah, okay. Because in the holidays, you kick that over and the place will burn down.
Now, this is how that if you're out on a camping trip and you want to, all you have is a frying pan and things, we're going to have.
Do you do any camping yourself?
Butter. No.
No.
Do you?
No, I wouldn't camp.
Now, this is a serious cooking instrument.
This is a, looks like a torch. All right.
You melt your butter this way.
Is this something you learned in the Marines or what?
Oh, this is a serious. No, that's fine. Good. Now I have to paint it.
Okay.
Paint it all over the crab.
I have the torch right here. If you need anything else heated up.
Now hold it.
Okay.
Then it gets a little cinnamon. That's
All right,
why
cinnamon.
it's called cinnamon toast.
Load it up.
Has
Oh, some kind of apple
apricot-
thing there. Paul,
that's
get
an
ready to come over and taste
apricot
this.
jam.
All right. What
Now
kind
we
of
have some
apricot jam?
banana.
Okay. All
A
right.
little bit of banana.
Bananas, jam.
Yep. See, this is a simple-minded.
Paul,
but
you know
isn't-
Julia
it's
Child.
Paul
Yes, I
will
know
find
Julia. I love
delicious.
All right. Wrap it up there.
Oh, it's got little
A little bit
bananas in
more
it.
of that in.
Do you want me to get you the
Turn it over.
antlers?
No, I don't.
No, we
No,
need
thank
some
you.
more melted
Melted butter. All right, I think we're out of time now, so Paul's going to taste the crepe there. Go ahead, Paul. Here we go. Just taste it.
Oh,
we've got it ready.
I have to heat it
Then
up.
why did we have to go through it?
Okay.
All right, here we go. All right, we're hurrying. Paul has to taste
This
it.
is going to be a gas. I know this is going to be a gas.
All right, try it, Paul. Hurry. Uh-huh. Oh, man, yeah.
See, it's good.
Absolutely very Christmassy and good.
Julia, no, taste it now. Sure, give me another. We'll be right back.
Our next guest is certainly one of the top. Boy, look at this. Now, this is great. When you see, like on Good Morning America, when she's on there, they always have the overhead shot. Are we going to use that tonight, Hal? Look at this. Now, can we get a show them what that looks like? This is an actual look. Well, yeah, but you know, on those other shows, it's actually right down in it. They have a mirror or something, don't they? Would it kill us to get a mirror, Morty? I mean, we've known the woman's going to be here since August. We couldn't have gotten a mirror? Well, perhaps. Next what? Okay. Maybe we can use her compact. Our next guest is truly one of the top culinary experts in the world. She is also a firm believer that this book, called The Way to Cook, right here, would make an excellent gift. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, a good friend of ours, Julia Child. Julia. We always enjoy having you with us on the program. You've been very good to us over the years, and thank you again for joining us tonight.
Well, it's always a pleasure, David. We're going to do it's not a frittata. It's a giant flip-flop frittata.
Frittata.
We got to get right
And what is it? Is that Italian?
Well, I don't know. I guess it is.
Is it Italian? Yeah, or as we say in Indiana, Italian.
It's not something eggs. Do you want to break some eggs?
Eggs, sure. You know, I've gotten very good at this. How many do you need?
I need 4 more in there.
I'm gonna slip into something a little more comfortable.
All right.
Oh, stop it. Here we go. How many do you need?
I need 4 more.
That one, Julia, that one was empty. There was nothing in that one. Yeah, okay.
2 more.
Get yourself a refund. How have you been?
Well, can't complain. I've been sort of all over the country doing work for my ARWF. So we got
That's the American Wine and Food.
American Institute of Wine and Food.
I knew it was close.
Yeah. Now we got to beat them all.
All right. So far it's just like making scrambled eggs, huh?
Exactly.
You still have the ranch in Santa Barbara?
Yes, we're raising seals or whatever it is. If you said that you like, I kept hoping you. I was hoping that you were going to come out there so we could have a seal.
You hear that, Paul? Julia's got one of them seal ranches. You saddle up old paint and go out looking for the seals?
We need a little egg in there, baby.
All right, I'm going to pour them all in there, Julia?
No, just a little bit.
All right, you tell me when to stop.
That's enough for now.
Okay. Now, is it true that in an omelet you can only have 3 eggs to make an omelet?
You can have as many as you want.
Really? Because I tried to make like a 2-dozen egg omelet one day at my house, and it was literally like pouring paint all over the kitchen. I thought the second it hit the griddle that it would harden up, and then you know.
Yeah. Well, that's rather a lot. You would have to have such a big frying pan.
Yeah, well, I did. Oh, believe me, I got the equipment.
Yeah.
Once again, I have no idea what that means. Look out, Anton, incoming. Whoa!
This is a frittata filling.
It's a scud! Now you're putting what in there?
I'm going to discuss this.
Potatoes. Are those diced potatoes?
Diced and they're all cooked.
But now, Julia, didn't at some point at your home in Santa Barbara you periodically invite friends up for a big, huge meal, and you'd cook all day, and it would be kind of a grand, enjoyable feast for people?
Yeah, and I was always hoping you would come. We need a few more eggs.
Yeah. Well, what, I can just drop by, is what you're saying?
Yeah, give me 5 minutes notice.
All right, how many more eggs do you want? Oh, in the
no
thing.
more eggs. I want some, but just sort of don't want too much on there.
All right.
So
I love doing
squish
this.
it around a little bit.
Yay.
So we just got to cook them.
What do you need?
Giving us a cover for that, but we didn't have it.
Well, you need a cover for the eggs? Here, down in this thing right there.
We just got to get them going. Cheese on
There, see if this will do. 1 minute!
1 minute left.
We have 1 minute.
Well, we better hurry up.
Yeah, well-
Now, do you want to flip that or would you?
No, I'll flip it. You tell me what you want to do here.
Fine, we just flip it over. Do either flip it or torch it.
Okay, well, you tell me what you want to do. I'll do anything. Flip it? It's a little soupy to flip.
Yeah, well, let's do a flip and a torch.
Okay, how do I...
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
pretty good.
Oh,
All
there
right.
you go, sure.
Now I'll torch it a little bit. You all right?
Oh! All right, torch it. Go ahead, fry it up.
Amazingly homemade.
It does, but...
Beautiful.
Is that it? Is that it?
That's all we have.
Yeah, I guess so. Quick, Paul, come in here and taste it. You know, Paul, help yourself. It's a frittata.
this frittata.
Julia, child.
All right.
She says we can come by any time for lunch, Paul.
Where, Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Great.
Up there at the old Seal Ranch.
Count me in. All right. It's a little chilly. No pun. But very, very good.
I can go for a little chili. We'll be right back. Thank you very much. Happy holidays. I want to show you something. We haven't even started cooking yet, and look at how delicious this looks right here. Can we get a nice shot of this? Boy, that's beautiful. It's big wads of clammy white stuff floating in kind of some sort of viscous goo. Boy.
I'm gonna feed you tonight.
For my money, our next guest is probably the greatest chef in the world, and this is her best-selling cookbook right here. Boy, it's a heavy cookbook. You can hardly lift the...
5 3/4 pounds.
Really? Is this your... Is this your heaviest work to date? It's called The Way to Cook. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, the French chef, her own self, Julia Child. Julia. Good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining us once again. We always look forward to your visits on the program. And what do we have here this evening?
Well, I'm doing what could or could not be a diet meal, because I hear that Joe is losing weight.
I'm losing weight, but you know...
And I hope you're not going to lose too much.
I've lost 25 pounds.
Well, women don't like skinny men.
I've lost about 4 of these books. Yes, ma'am. Where were we? What are we going to make here?
We're going to make a red garlic sauce called
man.
a hooyah. And we have to start out with the garlic. You're going to smash me some garlic?
It's a little hooyah sauce, right? Garlic, yes. Some garlic. Here, let me take this off when I get there. That's all right. I'll just hang this up over there. How many of these do you need, Julia?
Because I've got some already mashed up with it.
You know what are good? I don't know if you've had those before. Those, you know those hot dogs you can buy that already have the cheese in them? Man, is that good eating when you're sitting around the trailer. How many of these do you need, did you say?
I just need 2 of them.
All right, there's one. Oh, man, I love garlic. I'm telling you, I love that garlic. God help me, I love it so.
That's fine.
All right, there you go.
Start pounding.
Start pestling.
And then we're going to start pestling everything else.
Oh, a little music here. Let's go. We got something.
There's a little basil there. I'm going to have some egg yolks.
Would you...
Those are some egg yolks.
Don't you just love to mumbo?
There's a little red tomato there. There's some breadcrumbs.
Wow, does this look tasty?
And now you can start doing this with it.
Well, wait a minute. You had one of those all along? Give me that.
Okay.
Should I... High speed? Oh, there.
High speed, yep.
What are we looking for?
When you get it all done, it looks like this. Making sure that that's done.
Well, you had one of those, too, so what's the point of any of this?
Well, just...
A grand exercise in futility.
Now we're going to use
Oh,
it.
boy, look at how nicely that comes out. That's
this
lovely.
Can be used.
Oh, man.
You can use this on spaghetti. It's
Spaghetti,
very
sure.
nice.
Yeah, oh, you got a hair there on the plate.
That's part of the recipe.
I'm not suggesting it was yours. I'm just saying there's a...
You just pour a little bit of that
Spoon a little on?
Yep.
Paul, a little garnishing music.
That's lovely.
Presentation.
That's enough, because we have to save a little bit now.
All right.
Now we're gonna
It smells
have
like it
some of
might be
this.
in the pesto family.
Well, we're going to have some
They used to
of
live
these.
next door to me back in Indianapolis. And what did those people smell? Yeah, the damn pestos. Oh, that's making my mouth water.
That's a nice Boston Scrod.
Boston Scrod.
And that needs a little sauce on it, too.
And this is about the size spoon you need here?
Yep.
All right, let me try it.
Try it with a little bit of a
Oh,
sauce.
I forgot the sauce. I'm so stupid. All right, let me try a little bit. Paul, do you want to taste some of this? All right. Paul, you, of course, remember Julia Child.
Julia, how are you? So nice to see you again. Can I have some of this? Thank you.
There you are.
Can I have some of this one?
Yep, you may.
Okay.
Boy, this is great.
It's a very nice. Oh! Oh, have this.
Boy, is that tasty. Man, is that good. That's like the best thing I've ever eaten on this show.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you usually don't eat anything.
No,
but I'm
we try a little
surprised.
later, yeah. What do you think, Paul?
Beautiful. I love it with this fork, too. Ooh, it's really strong and great.
It's really
Great.
strong.
I love these gag utensils.
Yeah.
There you are, Paul.
Thank you very much. I've got to go
All
now.
right, thanks, Paul. We have to pause here for a moment for a commercial. We'll be back with Julia Child. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. Julia, as always, a great pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for your time. My thanks also to Dwight Yoakam and George Carlin. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, America. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is anything I love more than eating, and oh, by the way, what we prepare here tonight, the recipe in its entirety is available on the hotline, so phone up immediately following the program. We'll get the recipe to you as soon as we possibly can. If there's anything I love more than eating, kids, it's this woman right here, Julia Child. Julia, come on out. You know, you've been with us almost from the beginning, from the very early on in this program. You've always been wonderful for us, and you have my undying gratitude for your help and support.
And that's in the early days we were talking about cooked seals, I think.
Yeah, I believe you, Julia. I believe you were talking about.
You were living in,
That's
you
right.
were living in Malibu.
That's right. You'd had some kind of dream, remember?
About you and the seals.
That's right. Anyway, what do we have tonight, Julia?
Well, we have what is known as chicken melon.
Chicken melon. Oh, I thought they were chicken balls.
No.
My part of the country would call them
This is
balls.
a great big one. It would be like a big bowling ball. It's, well, it's not like your part of it.
All right, is this like a banquet? Is this like a party? Is this like a dinner on a budget? Is this like
Oh, well, this is, I mean, just a good chicken dinner, but in a different shape.
Okay.
It's very
Oh,
nice.
so you're now getting more into
I'm gonna
shapes
get
of food then.
You to make it, yes. And what we're going to do here, David, is we're going to have to bone the chicken. We're going to take all the
Believe me,
skin
Julia, I'm an old chicken boner from way back.
What you want to do first? Don't fall asleep on me. You're going to hurt me, yes. What you want to do first is to separate the skin from the flesh. You just stick your hands in there.
We're skinning the chicken, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you keep the skin, keep the skin whole.
Oh, you keep the skin whole?
Yeah, 'cause
I thought the skin had a lot of fat. You don't want it to have.
We want the,
You want the skin.
to be whole there. So
Hey,
that
this
we
would
can
make a
stuff
lovely
it.
purse, wouldn't it?
That kid's a Yogi Berra. That's the important thing about catching equipment. Make sure you have the...
We're doing that for is so that you're gonna bone it. And you're a good chicken boner, so I don't have to do that.
All right, I'm done.
Good. All right. Then here's.
Boy,
there's
that's
your
nice.
chicken skin,
Ooh,
and
that's
you've
pretty, isn't
got
it?
this beautiful. And you're gonna make some stuffing.
All right,
got
we stuff
this
it in there?
Chicken meat here. And you can dice up part of it and grind the rest of it. And then
What would you
flavor it
like me
up,
to
and
do?
There you are. Now I'd like you to put all the stuff in the stuffing.
Add these ingredients to the
You know,
stuffing?
And then mix it all up nice with your hands.
All right. What do we have here? Pistachio nuts?
Some pistachio nuts.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what it is. We got some diced. We got some diced chicken and diced ham and pistachio. Mix it
Hey,
all
Paul.
up nice now.
Diced ham.
No tax-free.
mix it up with your bare hand.
All right.
So it's nice and mixed. And then we want a little
A little Courvoisier, a little cognac. Cognac is, strictly speaking, brandy, but from the cognac region. Is that what it is?
That's presumably what we
Hey, how do I do it? Hey, how do I do it? Hey, hey, kids, Yogi Berra, you know, making chicken balls. What about a little yoo-hoo? Am I right? A little in?
All right, just a little, Julia,
Oh,
because...
more than that.
All right, we have to pause here, Julia, for a second. We're going to do a commercial, and when we come back, we'll show you what this stuff looks like. Come on back. We got it all there mixed up. Now what do? We got to wrap it up into the stuff.
Stuff it right into there.
All right.
Just dump it into there. And then
Load this boy right in there. All right.
Yep.
Yo!
Okay. Now tighten how you kept it.
You know, the most important thing about stuffing chicken, when you're stuffing chicken, be always aware, always be cognizant of one thing.
You gotta have cognac in it.
Don't overdo it.
You're right. Yep. That's fine. Then after you've tied it up, then
Man,
you
this reminds me of some dates in college.
That's gonna be beautiful.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. And then you tie it up in cheesecloth.
Tie it up with some
And
cheesecloth.
now we have to think, David, of salmonella.
Salmonella.
So you
Ooh,
gotta
I
wash
love
your hands.
salmonella.
You gotta wash your hands.
I love the lemon-flavored salmonella. You know, I'm making jokes, but if you handle chickens, every time you handle a chicken, you should shower off.
You should. Wash everything off.
Or are we thinking
All right,
of
wash
ticks?
up.
Is it ticks or the salmonella?
Both.
Yeah, because it's
Wash
not,
up.
at picnics, people are dropping like flies because they spend more time handling the chicken and then they don't shower up and then they drop dead on the way home.
Get it going now, David.
God! Boy, that's a little hot.
Putting it all over the chicken.
Oh, I'm
that'll
sorry.
Get rid of the salmonella.
Gosh, I hope I haven't
Rinse
ruined the
them off,
dish.
Rinse them off.
Okay,
There's
rinse
some
them
clean
right
water.
off here in the clean water.
And here's a nice clean towel.
Hey, look, it makes a lovely soup. Look at that. You got a soup left over right there. Put it on, let them have it. Sure, why not?
Now this goes into the oven.
We do what? We finish it? Here we go. Paul, come on over and get ready to taste the finished product.
Finished.
This is what I love. Oh, it looks fabulous. How did it get done so fast?
Well, that's David's oven. It's very special.
I see.
Well, maybe you ought to wash up before you get into that.
All right. This is a chicken
Chicken
melon.
with a marvelous.
In my day, this is called chicken ball.
Yeah, well, my part of the country, sure.
I
You
don't
being
know.
Canadian, why not?
All right.
There you are.
Thank
can
you
eat
very
either
much.
hot or cold.
It's a lovely atmosphere in this restaurant.
Smells
Nice and
good.
quiet. Very, very good.
Julia Child, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Come on, let's get a cold one. Our total attendance.
We do, ladies and gentlemen. Our next guest is probably the most recognizable chef in the entire world. She is also the host of Cooking with the Master Chefs, which airs on PBS. It's our pleasure to welcome back to the program Julia Child and her 300-pound prep boy, Art. Very nice job, Art. Julia Child, ladies and gentlemen. Julia, right there. Julia, welcome back to the program. You know, we think the world of you, and we think the world of what you do. and we're
good.
always happy to have you with us.
Well, this is the first time I've been in your new place.
Is this the first time you've been here? Well,
Yes.
welcome to the theater.
Delighted.
You're a lovely addition to the place.
Thank you.
There you go. I wish I could say the same for you. What are we going to do here, Julia? Let's just cook our brains out, shall we? I'll be in charge of the spatula.
We're going to do the giant flip-flop crepe.
Crepes. All right, here we go. Don't burn yourself.
Is it on, we hope?
Jeez.
It is.
I said don't burn yourself.
No, you're going to help
All right,
me
I
do
pour
this.
the crepe mix in there.
Don't want too much in
All right.
there.
Okay. Wait a minute. There's a hair in there, for God's
A
sake.
hair? Oh, that didn't come from you, Art, I guess. All
Okay,
right.
here we go.
Oh, no, we got a tiny bit of butter in there.
All right. Now put the mix in there. How much do we put in there?
Just start pouring.
Just a
I'll
little?
tell you to
You tell me?
stop.
Is that enough?
Oh, no. So you got to cover the bottom there.
Oh, hey!
There we
Hey.
are.
All right. Okay.
Then we
Oh,
gotta
have a
put
little
in-
crepe music. You mind? Oh, man, I love this. What's this
that
stuff here?
sausage in there.
Sausage? Oh, the old... Hey, Paul, sausage. Hey, look at it. That's enough, okay.
Now two potatoes.
Put some of them taters.
And now we got to put in some...
Who wants taters?
A little bit of bourbon in there.
Oh, Andy, knife me. Okay, how much you want in there? Is this going to fire up?
Just gonna put it around a little bit. There we are. That's enough.
All right, be careful.
There we are.
Yeah, a little more.
There we are. And then we got to put a little more. That's real stuff, too. You okay, Art? How you doing, David?
You are a beautiful woman. There you go, Art. Yeah! We have to do a commercial. We'll be right back. How are you? Nice to see you, kid. Look, Art and Julia and myself were having breakfast. Hey, how is that, Art?
I don't know. I'm going to taste it right now.
All right, here we go. Anton. Look, we got the drum roll. You got to taste it. Oh, come on. It's great.
Delicious.
It's delicious, of course. Everything's tasty when you're full of bourbon.